यथाहिं गरुडो महाविशम्. Okay. विश्वाक्स्फुरन्तं ग्रहणातुरं हरिर् व्यालो यथा कुं कुलेशाक्षतात्वच्छम् द्वारीवूरुम् अपत्या दधारलीलया Okay, I will read this verse again. Turam hari akum kulishakshatat vacham. Again. Dwarivurum apitya dadhara leelaya nakir etahim garudo mahavisham. You could do that in my phone also.
Yes, I'll set up Google.
It's set up. Okay, then I put
I have to set up Zoom and do both.
Okay. Okay. Prabhu, anybody wants to read this verse? This is the right verse, Prabhu? 29th.
Twenty.
28, yeah, I read it. There is no purport on that, so I went to 29th.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to read again or you will read it?
29.
Yes.
Vishwarantam Grahana Yalakithakam
Akshata Vacham. Okay. Word for word. Vishwak. All around. Swarantum. Moving his limbs. Grahana Athuram. Afflicted because of being captured. Harihi. The Supreme Personality of Godhead. Narasimha Vyalaha. A snake. Yatha. Just as. Akum. A mouse. Kulisha Akshata. Not cut even by the thunderbolt. Thrown by Indra. Tvacham. Whose skin? Dwari. On the threshold of the door. Urum. On his thighs. Apatya. Blessing. Dadara. Pierce it. Leelaya. Very easily. Nake. With the nails. Yatha. Just as. Ahim. A snake. Garudaha. Garuda, the carrier of Lord Vishnu. Mahavisham. Very venomous. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. As a snake captures a mouse or a Garuda, or Garuda captures a very venomous snake, Lord Narasimha captured Hiranyakashipu, who could not be pierced even by the thunderbolt of King Indra. As Hiranyakashipu moved his limbs here, there, and all around, very much afflicted at being captured, Lord Narasimha placed the demon on his lap, supporting him with his thighs and in the doorway of the assembly hall, the Lord very easily tore the demon to pieces with the nails of his hand. Okay, repeat after me. As a snake captures a mouse,
As a snake captures a mouse,
or Garuda captures a very venomous snake,
or Garuda captures a very venomous snake,
Lord Narasimhadeva
Lord Narasimhadev
captured Hiranyakashipu,
captured Hiranyakashipu,
who could not be
who could not be
pierced
pierced
even by thunderbolt of King Indra.
even by the thunderbolt of King Indra.
As Hiranyakashipu
As Hiranyakashipu
moved his limbs
moved his lips
here, there, and all around,
here, there, and all around,
very much afflicted
very much afflicted
at being captured,
and being captured,
Lord Narasimhadeva
Lord Narasimhadeva
placed the demon
raised the demons
on his lap,
on his lap,
supporting him
supporting him
with his thighs,
with his thighs,
and in the doorway
and in the doorway
of the assembly
the assembly
hall,
of
the Lord very easily
the Lord very easily
tore the demon
tore the demon
to pieces
pieces,
with the nails of his hand.
the nails of his.
Okay, Hiranyakashipu, calm, tamam. Okay, once again. Hiranyakashipu, purport. Hiranyakashipu had received from Lord Brahma the benediction that he would not die on the land or in the sky. Therefore, to keep the promise of Lord Brahma intact, Narasimhadeva placed the Hiranyakashipu's body on his lap, which was neither land nor sky. Hiranyakashipu had received the benediction that he would not die either during the day or at night. Therefore, to keep this promise of Brahma, the Lord killed Hiranyakashipu in the evening, which is the end of day and the beginning of night, but is neither day nor night. Hiranyakashipu had taken a benediction from Lord Brahma that he would not die from any weapon or be killed by any person, dead or alive. Therefore, just to keep the word of Lord Brahma, Lord Narasimhadeva pierced Hiranyakashipu's body with his nails, which were not weapons and were neither living nor dead. Indeed, the nails can be called dead, but at the same time, they can be said to be alive. To keep intact all of Lord Brahma's benediction, Lord Narasimhadeva paradoxically but very easily killed the great demon Hiranyakashipu. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmittamena Tasmi Surguruve Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devam Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachati Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsham Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadhvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakanuvitam Sham He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kant Radha Kant Namastute He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kant Radha Kant Namastute He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindhavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindhavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindhavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha kalpatarubhya cha kripa sindhobhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo namo namah Vancha kalpatarubhya cha kripa sindhobhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo namo namah Vancha kalpatarubhya cha kripa sindhobhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo namo namah जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे Okay, Hare Krishna. No, this is end of Hiranyakashipu's story here in this particular verse, which was as per the purpose. This is the Lord's Leela, his pastimes. Hiranyakashipu was such a gigantic personality, so strong, and he is unbelievably strong. Still, it's described as Lord is capturing, as a snake is capturing a mice, or that, what is that? There's another, what is called? That, no, not Garuda, but no, there is another animal which a snake, which, during the rain, it crows.
Oh, oh.
Frog. It's like, is snake capturing frog and our mice. It's described the Supreme Personality of Godhead captures Hiranyakashipu like this. Boom. It's so easily he captures such a gigantic personality, is Hiranyakashipu. And here also it says Garuda capturing the venomous snake like that so easily. It means it's described Lord captured him so easily without any difficulty. For us, anybody else, even for Indra, his body, Hiranyakashipu's body is such that Indra's thunderbolt also can't break it. It's such a powerful body because of Brahma's benediction. He benedicted when he did the tapasya, when he was in ant hill, when he came out, there is nothing, only the skeleton. Brahma, from his command or the order on him, and he becomes so strong, so this even Brahma's thunderbolt can't break it. But here it is described as how Narasimhadev fulfilled the benediction of his devotee, Brahma. Brahma had given benediction because Narasimhadev could have been killed him very easily. But he wanted to keep the benediction of Brahma so that whatever his devotees does, that should not become nullified. And even for that, we have the example, Lord will break his own promise. to keep his devotee's promise, because his Brahma is a devotee. He wants to keep his promise. Whatever he did, it's right. I will keep it, and this he did. And also, Lord is breaking his own promise to keep his devotees. Bhishmadev in Mahabharat war, Lord has promised that he will not take up a weapon and he will not participate. Of course, he will participate, but he will not take up weapon in the battlefield, in the battle of Kurukshetra. But Bhishmadev, he is determined that I will make you break your promise. And he was fighting so strongly, he was about to kill Arjuna. So then Lord doesn't have any other thing, because he want to save Arjuna. He want to save promise of Bhishma. Also, he want to save Arjuna. That's also his promise, to save Arjuna to his mother Kunti, that he said, your 5 Pandavas will be saved by me. So he wanted to save 5 Pandavas, and that's one he is keeping his promise. But here he is breaking his own promise to keep promise of Bhishma, because Bhishma said, I will make you to take up weapon in the war. So he had to nothing, but he has to break it, and he took the chariot wheel towards Bhishma, and he was running to hit Bhishma. So the Lord is so kind to keep his devotees' promises and execute what need to be done. In this case, here Hiranyakashipu has become so terrible, that he is trying to kill 5-year his own son. His 5-year son of somebody, it is all right, but he is killing his own son just for his what arrogance. Yes, arrogance and false ego. Yes, lot of false ego. Is so strong false ego that he thinks he is the supreme in the universe. In this particular universe, he is the supreme. Nobody can challenge him. So he thought like that. So that's why, and his thinking is so strong, but he has to maintain his devotees. He has to take care of his devotees. Lord has to take care of his devotees. Prahlada, such a tender child, 5 years old, and he is a so sincere devotee. Prahlada is so sincere devotee. He is nothing, because he is not afraid of. He is such a powerful father. It is not afraid of. He said, yes, Vishnu, Lord is everywhere, everywhere, all everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Yes, it is there. And he was not afraid of, my father will kill me or anything. Devotees of the Lord like that, they don't worry, because they are not afraid of anything in this material world. That's the self-realization. What is self-realization? Is we are in this human body, self-realization that we are not belonging to this material world, and this nothing it should bother us, and Lord will protect us. That particular assurance devotee should have. Is any event will not be vanquished. That's what Lord promises in the Bhagavad Gita. My devotee will not be vanquished at all. So that promise we have to keep. Whatever Lord said in the Bhagavad Gita, if we minutely study that, and each word Lord has said, and Lord will definitely maintain that, if we follow it sincerely and if we have faith in it. Two things. We ought to follow it sincerely, and we should have faith in it, because it doesn't happen immediately. Like, something we said it has to happen. It will not happen immediately. It happens eventually. Eventually, and a certain time. Because Lord doesn't do, it is not like spontaneously doesn't do anything. He sees everything, whether this particular things, whatever he does, it's beneficial for his devotees or beneficial for the universe, beneficial for all the living entities. For him, all the living entities are his own sons, and they're part and parcel of him. So he wants to take care of everybody, not only us, but he takes special care of his devotees who are very sincerely following him. It has to be very sincere. We have to sincerely follow him. And also another quality which we need to have, we have to be compassion with every other living entity also. We should not be enmity. We should have an enmity with the other living entities. All the living entities, parts and parcel of the Lord. And that we should understand is everything what is created in this material world is part and parcel of the Lord. Lord is there in every living entity as Paramatma, every living entity. Whether it's a bird, snake, or anything, Lord is there in every living entity. So the devotee has to understand within every living entity, the Lord is there. Then whatever we do for that living entity, as we have to assume it is worship of the Lord, it is service to the Lord. Although we are doing service to that living entity, when that particular living entity is in difficulties, any kind of difficulty is that particular living entity is any living entity. It doesn't have to be human being. It could be animal, bird, snake, or anything. That we should be compassionate when that particular living entity is in difficulty. Suppose even if this particular mouse or anything, if that mouse is difficulty in some situation, we should save the mouse. Suppose we should one thing, we should not capture the mouse in that particular trap where it is for life and death. No, we have to get rid of the mouse in different way. Like whatever is not favorable to that mouse, we should not do that. Which whatever favorable to the mouse, we should not do that. Whatever unfavorable to the mouse, we do that so that mouse doesn't come. We should not kill the mouse. Suppose if we kill the mouse with a trap where it is suffering, so that will be reaction for a, not maybe in this life, it may be in some other life, we may get the reaction. So it means we should not do any harm to any living entities. So that's the qualification to get Lord's mercy on us. So that then Lord empowers us when we have that tendency, that mercy on each living entity. Each living entity, we should have the mercy. We should, when that particular living entity in trouble, we should help that, get rid of that trouble. You should help that. Of course, then, whatever that living entity is, suppose, every living entity needs food, the particular food. Wherever it's possible, so we need to provide the food. Like, for birds, we should provide some food by spreading whatever the grains or anything, just throwing it so that birds can pick it up. That's a compassion to the other living entities. So the human being with the human body, although in the human body we have the power to change our destiny. In other bodies, we don't have the power. They don't have the power to change their destiny. Whatever has to happen, that will happen to them. They can't change it. But in a human body, we can change whatever is going to happen us next. How it is possible? Following the Lord, worshipping the Lord, and taking His instruction, we change our destiny. And whatever prarabdha karma we bought in when we are born, this particular body we received because of our previous karma. All accumulated karmas, we get particular family, particular father and mother, particular situation. That's all come with that. But we can change it. We change that situation for the future, not the past. Whatever the past karma which we need to suffer, we'll definitely suffer that. Maybe, all or maybe minute, because somebody has to die in accident, you only get the bruise. Otherwise, if he is destined because of his previous life, he will die in accident because he had caused an accident in his previous life to someone, and some living entity had died. So he has to suffer that. But somebody is very following the Lord and worshipping Him, surrender to Him, he will not in that particular accident die, but he may get a bruise. He may still get an accident because this is a prarabdha. It can't be changed because it was previous life. It can't be changed. In prarabdha, he may get a bruise or anything, but he will not die. So, like that, in the human body, it is possible change our destiny. In other bodies, it's not possible. Here, we can change completely our destiny, or we can nullify everything. Whatever has happened in our previous, whatever reaction we are supposed to suffer on that, we could get rid of it in very minute. And whatever we did in this life is it's not. We have to suffer for that. And if we suppose we are completely surrendered to the Lord, leave to the Lord, whatever you want, I am yours. It means transferring our ownership of this body, our ownership, everything we have connected with this body, whatever we earn, transferred to Him. It is all yours, it's not mine. Whatever happens to that, it is you, not me. Because, it is like this, who that, uh, what do you call, these Britishers, the black people, slaves. Like we have to become slave of the Lord. Like whatever Lord does, we should not, it's Lord's, it's not mine. When is something we give to someone, suppose I give something to you, that it becomes yours. You can do anything with that. I should not have a question. Suppose if I give something, even laptop, suppose I give a laptop to you, and after I give the laptop to you, it is yours. I should not any say on that. What you do with that? You may give to someone, you can use it for some, or you can, whatever you want to do, or you want to throw it and, to any river or anything, you can do anything because I gave to you. It's yours. I have no right on that. I should not say anything. Why did you throw? If I say, then I am not given to you. If I gave to you. Similarly, what we have to, when we surrender to the Lord, so we completely surrender to the Lord. I don't have any say on my body or my wealth or anything. Surrendering means surrendering the wealth, surrendering everything to Him. That's possible only when we completely trust Him. It's not possible otherwise. Complete trust the Lord, and we don't have any attachment with this material world or our things, our body or anything. That attachment gone, then we are surrendered to the Lord. Otherwise, we are not surrendered to the Lord. See, now we, chant, remember Krishna, all those things we do, but we are not completely surrendered to Him. Completely surrender comes at when we are completely not attached to this, anything of this. At that time, it's a complete surrender. Otherwise, we still have attachment with that, and progressively that we have to get rid of the attachment to this material world, to the body, to the surroundings, whatever our responsibility, we still have that. But one thing we could do now, we have to progressively completely surrender. It's not possible immediately surrender because still we have the attachment. Attachment has come from because millions and millions and trillions of years we have in these material bodies, different bodies. We have the attachment to that. Whatever we do materially, we have the attachment because that's the habit of the mind. The mind which we have, and mind is the leader of the senses, our senses and the mind. The mind and senses, they have the habit. If you do something regularly for maybe 20, 21 days, then automatically those things are done and it's very easy for you. You don't have any intelligence to do that. Similarly, this mind and senses, the millions and millions of bodies, millions and millions of years attached doing something. So it will keep on doing. It will keep on doing. It's very difficult to change that. So that's why we need Lord's mercy. Only when Lord's mercy comes, then we will be able to do that. And also not immediately. We have to get His mercy more and more and more and attach to Him more and more. We are always submerged to thinking about Him. Smarana. So thinking about Him, if we are completely merged, 24 hours. 24 hours if we do, then we will be able to surrender completely. Otherwise, we are not able to surrender completely, but it's a partial surrender we have. And with the partial surrender also, Lord is so merciful. He will protect us, everything. Whatever we have, as He promised in Bhagavad Gita, whatever we have, He will protect. But those things which, we may be attached, I want this always, but that may not be good for us, then Lord will get rid of it. At that time, we should not get, angry with the Lord or, distrust the Lord that Lord doesn't keep me whatever I wanted. That doesn't matter because Lord knows it's not good for you, but we don't know. Lord knows everything, and we don't know anything about us or our future or anything. We don't know anything. Just go in Lord's, whatever, Lord does to us, if you do that, then we will be successful, get out of this material. Otherwise, it's very difficult. But we have to keep on doing it, and we should have faith in the Lord and the process. The process is the devotional service to the Lord. Keep on thinking always 24 hours about Him, doing service to Him, and doing service to other living entity also. And we have to follow that path, not doing any harm to anyone. Even for our enemies, we should not do any harm. If we do that harm to enemies, thinking enemy, then that reaction comes to us. In this life also, the reaction comes. Then we have to suffer for that, whatever we did. Although, in enmity we did something, to that we'll definitely have to suffer for. The reaction comes. You may be devotee or anybody. The reaction comes. Of course, you did something in the spur of a moment. You did something. You said something and did something in a spur of a moment because of your mind. Then if you regret and ask for forgiveness, the same living entity, it has to be same living entity. Go and ask for forgiveness. What I did, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. And your feeling has to be come from genuinely, not for like sometimes you do for namesake sorry and all those things. But genuinely, if it is comes, you say sorry, then it will be nullified. So we should not should not do. But if we did something like that, but spur of the moment, you didn't understand because we are have material senses and all those things. Sometimes it will happen immediately when he realized, like Maharaja Parikshit. So when he put the snake one, the saintly person, and he didn't realize that, but when he went home, removed his crown, whatever the Jarasanda's crown he was wearing at the time when he went for hunting, he was wearing the crown of Jarasandha. When Jarasandha was killed, that crown was there, and it was with the Hastinapur, and he was wearing it because of his crown. His mind has bubbled, and since he didn't get water, he was putting snake on his so that he. But immediately when he went home and removed it, so realized what I did. D was actually very much, he was thinking that I did a blunder. At that time only, immediately message came saying that you have been cursed for 7 days. Within 7 days he will die. That curse came in, then he got relieved. Now I am cursed. For that blunder what I did, he was repenting. He had no time to go and ask for forgiveness. Before that only curse came. There is no gap. So otherwise, if you'd have been realized immediately gone and asked for forgiveness. But there was no time. The crown was there on his head. He couldn't, at that time, when the crown was there, this Kali. Because of that, and he came home, after he removed it, then he realized what a blunder I did. But when he realized he is about to go or do anything, the message came saying that you have been cursed for 7 days. Then he completely surrendered. Okay, curse is, he has to accept it. So like that, whatever we do, because of material influence of the Kali as well as material influences, and plus our own mind and senses. There are three things. One is Kali, influence of the Kali. One is our mind and senses, which habituated in those kind of things, and we are doing something without knowing it or not purposefully, but mind, our intelligence, this thing we did. When we become, aware of it, and whatever blunder we did, immediately we have to go and to that person only. Like this. What is Mahabhagavata? Durvasa Muni cursed, what is his name? The Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj, when he has been cursed by Durvasa, that living entity, then Sudarshana went after Durvasa, and he actually, Durvasa went to Lord Vishnu also to forgive. I made a blunder, forgive. But Lord Vishnu said, you have to go there only. Ambarish, your devotee, the devotee whom you blundered, you made this thing, you have to surrender to him. So when he came, and Ambarish forgiven him, Ambarish was afraid Sudarshana not to, do harm to Durvasa Muni, then only the Sudarshan, because otherwise nobody can do anything. That means if at all we did any harm to anyone or any blemish or anything we did, we have to ask forgiveness from that particular living entity only. When that is be, if you don't do that, then still you may have to suffer something for that. Lord will not forgive completely. So unless we do that, of course, if there's no opportunity to do that, then it's okay. Lord may forgive us. But if the living entity is there, and if you have done some blunder, then we should ask for forgiveness. So this is the complete, work of, devotional service, and our human body, living in the human body, this is the purpose. Then only we will be able to get out of this cycle of birth and death and this material world, and we become clean of all those things accumulated, because Atma is carrying all those things as a subtle body. In the subtle body, all those things, the history, entire, record of it there goes with the subtle body. Our entire story is there, what we did, what life, and all those stories are there. In that subtle body, it is there, it is carried. So when that is completely clean, then only we will be get out of this particular material world and go to the spiritual world. Otherwise, no. Whether we'll remain here somewhere, maybe whatever the situation, maybe better situation, worse situation, or anything, we'll remain in this material world. To get out, go out of this, we have to do all this process, completely cleaning process. When we, go after that cleaning process, then we will be able to get out. And at that time only we feel, oh, so clean. It will be like, bathing in the so clean water. If it is a muddy water, then, you don't feel like bathing. If it's a very clean water, we could see the, surface there, these stones and all those things. When we see that so clean, we feel clean. If it is dirty, then it is dirty. Again, you put on the water, it is dirty and dirty. When we become clean, we could see everything in the lake, in the bottom, then we are clean. So our Atma is clean of all those impurities bought by the subtle body. Then subtle body also get cleansed, and this gross body also gets cleaned. Gross body, and then we don't burn that gross body, we put it in the earth. It is being buried. Like in all these sannyasis who are self-realized, their body is buried. It is not burnt, it's not cremated. It is put in, because it has become spiritual. That body is, you should not burn the spiritual things. That's why you cremate, you bury it, so that earth gets the benefit of that particular body. So earth is benefitized because of that. So that's why our body has to be completely cleansed. Subtle body as well as the gross body completely cleansed before we go to the spiritual world, or participate in his pastimes anywhere in the universe, any other universes. Of course, it seems like the material body, but that's not a material body. Like all Nanda Maharaj and all his associates, gopis, they don't have material body. They don't. That's all spiritual bodies. It's for sake, namesake. It is material body. Actually, it is not a material body, spiritual body. Like that, we will get, wherever the pastimes going on in any of the universes, we will be able to participate when we have that desire. If you desire for Vaikuntha Loka, for an Vishnu-like form, you will go in that. Whatever desire we have, our desire, like, we want to participate in Lord's pastimes, Lord Krishna's pastimes, okay. If you want to have, be associated with the Lord Narayan with the four hands, you will get that particular form. If you want to be associated with anybody else, so whatever, our wishes at the end, we will go into that. So our wish has to be pastime with him, so that we will be always blissful. Okay. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. Any comments or any? Okay. Any questions or comments? Okay. Hare Krishna. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Srimati Radharani ki jai. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhu.
We to purify ourselves by having faith in the Lord and faith in the process.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. All the best. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, can't protest it because there is no opportunity. Correct, correct, exactly. Very good. Thank you, Prabhu. Correct. Whatever way he keeps is all right. But he keeps very well. When this Bali Maharaj, Lord, now Vamana Dev is gatekeeper now. Correct, correct. Without correct. Yeah. Correct. Completely. Trust completely. Complete. Nothing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Okay, how do I stop this? Oh, escape or how do I stop it? You know how to stop it, Smita? Oh, done. Right? No, it's not stopped. Um,